And here we are at Duanesburg High School in Valencia, New York. I'm Russ from the Closed Fist. And of course, this young thing right here, 2 years into business, Christina Marie.
Yep, the Courageous Christina Marie.
The Courageous Christina Marie. I don't want to get that wrong. The woman will whoop my ass.
Oh, but, no, you're very nice. Don't worry.
Oh, well, ooh, alrighty. So 2 years into business. Mm-hmm. Tell us about like how when you first started, the butterflies going into your first match, maybe.
Oh my goodness, I still get butterflies. It doesn't change. The first time it was, you know, the anxiety, the adrenaline, you know, being nervous. It's all of them. The anxiousness. And then once you actually walk through that curtain, it kind of all goes away. It's
the switch goes on?
It's crazy because I never would have thought that the first time I've ever went out is like all those feelings that you feel. And then once you walk through the curtain, no matter if it's 1,000 people or if there's only 20 people out there, it's the butterflies are there regardless, but it's a switch when you go out there.
How long did it take you to really get like comfortable in the ring?
Comfortable. I'm not even gonna lie, like not 100%, because nobody's ever there 100%. You know, I'd have to say about almost a year. I started getting more comfortable, and then I started learning more and embracing the courage that I have to be the best that I can in the ring. You know, girls go to the limit. You know, dives, jumping off the top rope, taking chairs, going through tables. You know, all that stuff. So I wanted to step up. Once I had it down in my head and I was like, I want to do more. Like I was hungry. I just wanted to keep getting fed, you know? But that's what it is. Like
Right. Who would you say is like your biggest influence in the wrestling business? Who'd you grow up watching? Who kind of hooked you in?
Beth Phoenix, actually. The strength.
That's Phoenix,
yes,
wow.
Yeah. And China, of course, had a big influence on me, you know, being one of the strongest female wrestlers that ever came in the business from, you know, the beginning, from Triple H. That's what really grasped me onto wrestling as a little girl, is watching her. Like, I didn't want the look of her,
right.
But the whole era of, like, it wasn't like just a girl going out there and it's all about looks and stuff like that. She went out there and wrestled like the guys, and that's what was awesome compared to most women back then, because that's the way it was.
Right.
Just like the evolution now, how it's changed.
Speaking of evolution, all women's pay-per-view, you know, depending on how long you've been watching pro wrestling, for the women's division to make it to that point, what are your feelings about that?
I think it's absolutely amazing that the women wrestling has grew so much that they actually had their own pay-per-view. It's amazing, like not even, you know, not being a part of it, but just seeing the women out there that I've met and then go through that, you know, Mae Young Classics, like that's like an ultimate dream. I would love to get there. Seeing women debut for NXT, you know, like Deonna Purrazzo, you know, I had the honors of having a match with her. You know, she's an awesome girl, very, you know, supportive. She's a true team player when it comes down to the sport. But the evolution is absolutely amazing for us women, because it's like the shine is on us. It's not getting looked at, again, for our looks. It's going out there and wrestling, just like the guys. You know, we can go out there and perform the same, if not better, than most guys. No disrespect, but, you know what I mean? We're all human. So, like, it matters what your work ethic is.
When you see like wrestlers like Deonna Purrazzo and Beth Phoenix and all that, when you see them on TV, how much more of a hunger does that give you?
I'm always hungry, but that's like a different hunger. I can tell. Like every day I wake up, I'm like, all right, what can I do? Like what promotion I can reach out to? Like what can I do straighten up my work, or like my athlete ethic in the ring? And it gets you kind of like scratch on the shoulder, because you're like, damn, like I want to be that, but you got to work hard and get there. You got to get noticed, and you got to do things that some people don't even do, or like bring back things that you wouldn't even expect a woman to do. So it's just, you got to have like the right mindset. You got to be mentally good to be able to get to that level. But at the same time, like it's an itch. Like any female that sees somebody debut for somewhere, it's like, all right, this person did this to get there, I can do that too.
Right.
Anybody can do it. So it's an awesome feeling just to see these women do it. But one day I'll have that awesome feeling knowing that, like, I'll cry and sit there and be like, I made it. Right. I did it myself. So
right?
Yeah.
And you have quite the athletic background.
I'm a power lifter, yeah.
We were chit-chatting a little
Yeah.
bit. I was like, power lifter and all that. And tell us all about that.
I started powerlifting about 2.5, 3 years ago, actually before I ever trained for wrestling. There wasn't really a school nearby. I'm actually about 30 minutes away from here, from Rotterdam. So in this area, wrestling isn't so popular, the independents. So at first I wanted to get into like fighting because I had a lot of background like of being young, going through things, and I want to take my anger out on. But that wasn't really the role I wanted to go, was MMA. And my father begged me not to, so I'm dad's little girl, so I have to. But the powerlifting was about 3 years ago. It helped me channel my anger, take stuff from work, frustration out at home. It was almost like how wrestling does. It's like a switch. Once you walk in the gym, it's a different thing. But I compete in the 132 weight class, which is 60 kilograms. And I actually qualified for the Arnold Classic XPC in March at Columbus, Ohio. And it's so awesome. Like when I won, and then I got that email that was an invitation for it, I thought like, wow, like not even like 3 years. So it's 3 years now, but like it was about 2 years when I did it. And girls killed a squat 380 for a single and bench 203, which I should have got the other one. It was 210. So, and deadlift was 451 pounds. And just for me being 132 pounds was elite. So it's really an awesome opportunity for me to get noticed and have that on my background, and that's where I started for like that. And I did cheerleading growing up and all that stuff. Dad never let me do the amateur wrestling in high school. Now he's paying for it, but I love sports all around. So.
Hey, well, Courageous Christina Marie, look out for this face. Look out for the hair, too. You'll kind of notice her, but she's going to be there someday. I got a feeling.
Yes. No, I'll be there.
You'll be there?
Maybe not like this, but I'll be there.
Awesome.